in the middle of an intro. Good job.
Thank you. Sorry. How's everybody doing tonight? Including Heather. How are you doing tonight?
Thanks to my giant glass of Chocovine, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
That's what I'm talking about. So, we are just going to get right into it. I'm trying to get a hold of Bobbitt. I don't know if he said he wasn't going to be here tonight or not. I don't think he did. I thought he said he was going to be here. But if that's okay if he's not, it's not the end of the world. Holy crap, there's a bunch of people in the chat already.
And D-Wells, next time let me see the message before you delete it. But thank you.
Good Lord. I can see it. Hold on. Yep. Okay. You say so.
Yeah, we all know who that is. No, that's okay, D-Wells.
Fucking really? Alright. You say so. So, we are just going to talk about, and we'll take everybody's input. So right now it's just me and Heather. We're going to talk about favorite feuds. I would like to get all your guys' input. So if you want to call into the show, or if you want to tell us in the chat, we'll discuss that feud. My favorite feud of all time is this is going to shock people, is the Shawn Michaels Chris Jericho feud. Reason I say that is that feud went on for, I think it was like 8 months, and they just beat the ever-living hell out of each other. In fact, there was one point where Chris Jericho punched his wife, and I don't know, was that his real wife?
I think it was the actress portraying her.
Okay, so that was my favorite feud, and it all culminated at WrestleMania, and the build to that story made Chris Jericho even bigger than he was. This is when Chris Jericho actually, even before then, he had already taken off, but he had started to develop into this great promo guy. Even though he was already there, it just made him an icon. That feud made him an icon with Shawn Michaels. I don't even remember who won that match at WrestleMania. Wasn't it Chris Jericho?
No, I think it was Shawn Michaels.
Okay. But that's my favorite feud. If I was going to pick another favorite feud, of course it would be Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
That's a shot.
I mean, that... Stone Cold and Fuckface. So that feud there is one of my favorites as well. What about you, Heather?
One of my favorite feuds actually involves the tag division. And I think some of you already know where I'm going with this. The Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys.
That's in my top 5.
That was a feud that went not only months, it went years. Years. Mm-hmm. And it brought wrestling to a new landscape that nobody else could ever get to that level ever again, in my opinion. Sorry, I had to hide somebody in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Guys are amazing. Go ahead.
I mean, for them, they were the ones that really put the ladder matches and all that on the map. Yes, Shawn Michaels was the very first competitor with a ladders match. But they're the ones that skyrocketed the ladder matches, the tables matches, the hardcore matches, all of it.
Yep. I agree. Like I said, that feud is in my top 5. Drew said Candice Michelle versus Jillian Hall. Yours. Fucking Drew. Hornswoggle versus the Leprechaun.
Wasn't Hornswoggle the Leprechaun?
What? I think so. I don't know where he's.
Oh wait, no, I know
That's
what
Trexter
he means.
said that.
The movie The Leprechaun versus Hornswoggle, the WWE Leprechaun.
That's a good one. Punk versus Morrison. I like that feud. David Wells says his favorite feud was The Undertaker versus Triple H. Are you talking about at WrestleMania?
I'm on it,
David?
Bobbitt.
I texted you, big guy.
Way to show up late, Mr. Producer.
No shit. It's alright, man. It's
I love
alright.
you, Bobbitt. You know that.
But yeah, so I mean, okay, I know that they had a feud. They had more than one feud. But that was on the downslide of The Undertaker. That's when he was only wrestling at WrestleManias and maybe showing up for a SummerSlam. He was on his downward spiral, but I still... Maybe earlier on, their feuds were pretty good, because they wrestled more than once at WrestleMania.
And we finally have Bobbitt on
But it's
the
not a
line.
wrestling.
Sorry to cut you off.
Hey, Bobbitt. Sorry.
Hey,
Hey, Bobbitt. How's it going,
pretty
man?
good.
You're alright. Why you late? Just kidding. It's alright, man. I texted you at 20 after, seeing when you wanted to get on.
Oh,
Or no,
no.
actually, it was sooner than that. Mike. Yeah, we could have. I'm an
I didn't
asshole.
want to
I'm
interrupt
sorry.
anything you were doing if you were spending time with family.
I'm home alone right now. I was watching wrestling figure reviews.
No,
That's all for it.
it's fine. So what about you, Bobbitt? What is your favorite feud? It does not have to be in WWE either. Let's keep that in mind. You can be in any
My favorite
promotion.
feud, I'm gonna have to take a shot for this. Stone Cold versus Vince.
That is a shot.
And JP had the same answer.
Mm-hmm. That was my second one. My first one was Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels. See, I forget stuff sometimes. Hey, Drew, kiss
And
my
Drew,
ass.
if you're in the chat, why can't you be on the fucking call? Why do I have to sub for you? I do,
What, you don't wanna
but
be
you know
here?
what? My drink is better right now.
Wow, that hurts.
Trust me, after the day I've had today, I'm finishing that bottle tonight. Just warning you, folks.
Let me see. Bret Hart versus HBK. That's a pretty good one. Raven versus Dreamer. That was a really good feud in ECW. Oh, he's being rude. He's at a restaurant with his family. I knew that's what he said he was going to be doing. So
Close second for a feud for me.
Hogan versus.
Close
Go ahead.
second for a feud for me is Cena and Orton.
Yeah, but that feud was built on getting John Cena over. It had nothing to do with the feud
Here's my
itself.
shot.
The same thing. It's the same. It's the same thing with the Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman feud. If that makes sense to anybody.
Interesting. Okay.
What's that?
Somebody left a comment on the video. Yeah,
On the video?
they were in the chat
Whatever.
under a different name, but then left a comment under another name. So
Okay. What was my favorite? Let's hold off and talk about that next Thursday. But we will talk about that since Royal Rumble is Thursday. But if I had to pick a Royal Rumble, probably the first one, that Stone Cold one. That one was pretty good. The build to it was great. With the Stone Cold Stunner to Goldust in the porta potty. That was awesome.
No, what was awesome was Booker T and Stone Cold in the grocery store.
That too. Because everybody was trying to take out Stone Cold. That was the build.
I have another thing I love. It was an episode of Raw. William Regal was out reading a book. Stone Cold comes down, stunners him, and walks back up the ramp.
Yep. There are so many good memories of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There is. That's why he's my favorite superstar of all time.
Oh, another feud I loved. I mean, that was a short-lived one. That resulted in a Who Wears the Pants match. I would hope some of you remember this.
Trying to remember who was in it.
It involved a man and a woman. No.
Sable
No.
and Mark Miro. I don't know why you're yelling at me. I don't know.
No.
No.
It was the only woman to ever hold the Intercontinental Championship.
Chyna and
There
Chris
you go.
Jericho. That was a good feud. That was a good feud. Right? That was different Stone Cold Booker T grocery store cleanup on aisle 3. But yeah, the feud. The reason that I like the feud, even though it's they're close. The reason that I like the feud between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho because of its longevity. Even though that Stone Cold and Vince McMahon had their feud for the entire time he was in the WWE.
Shot, by the way.
Ah, fuck! God damn, son of a cocksucker! All right. But yeah, but close second is that feud itself, and I'm not going to say it again because I know I'm going to say his name. Say my name. Just kidding. But so yeah, my favorite part of the Stone Cold and Fuckface feud was the hospital when Vince McMahon was laid up in the hospital and he hit him over the head with the bedpan. Fuck yeah, that was awesome. Hulk Hogan versus and Sergeant Slaughter was a good feud as a kid growing up. Macho Man and Hulk Hogan was a good
The
feud.
Rock and Mankind.
Al Snow and the Big Boss Man.
That was a good feud. So there's tons of good feuds. Jay Leno and DDP versus Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan. That was a one-off. That literally wasn't a feud. I wouldn't call it a feud.
Was that an actual match?
Yes. Yes. It was Hulk Hogan when he was part of the NWO, and Jay Leno. It was their good push. It was their version of WrestleMania in WCW when they did it.
Okay, I got you.
What is everybody talking about? Are they talking about matches now or what? Kane versus Strowman versus Big Cass versus Big Show. Where are you going with this?
Not single matches here, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that Kane versus Strowman versus Big Cass versus Big Show a good match anyway. They're all big men. You can't put big man on big man. It don't work. The only thing you're going to get is wow factor, like a collapsing of the ring. That's the only reason that they do the big thing.
And it's been done so many times. It's just like, okay, we've seen enough. I mean, the last one with the ref fucking collapsing outside of the ring and not moving from that point forward, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. This is true.
But it's really at the point of, okay, can we do something different now?
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ugh. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Feuds. I can't think of any other feuds that I can really... There's no real good feuds right now. I mean, the best one going was Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, but now there's not one.
That's the whole problem.
So,
They can't keep the feud going today.
I mean, the Roman Reigns with Seth Rollins feud was pretty good. Just the promo cutting was terrible on Roman Reigns' end, of course.
Another feud I just thought of that nobody talks of, like when I watched it first, it actually was something to me, was the fuckface versus Hornswoggle feud. Like, that was completely crazy.
That wasn't really a feud, was it? Wasn't it? Okay, I thought it was just like a storyline. Not a feud.
It turned into a feud once they revealed the Hornswoggle was Fuckface's son.
Okay, but then it turned out that he wasn't. Because it ended up being Fit Finlay. Flair versus Steamboat, that was a really good feud. That was in WCW, NWA. Sting versus Flair is another good feud. Loved that feud. I loved Sting. Sabu versus Taz. Didn't they only wrestle once though? I can't remember. I know Taz and Shane Douglas was a good feud. Kane versus Undertaker was okay when Kane first came out. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of feuds out there. They're just hard. Bam Bam versus Taz, that was another good feud, and that was in ECW. Yep, we talked about that, NG. That's Heather's favorite feud. Is the TLC match that they had at WrestleMania 17? I think it was.
Oh, it's 21.
Okay. What are you talking about, Rain? No, they started a team and fought for years. Sabu versus Taz? Oh, okay. Whatever. I don't remember that. I didn't watch too much ECW. I didn't have cable or anything. I'm pretty sure I could watch it now. I just haven't gone back to it, but it's a really good feud. Yep. Let me see. What else can we talk about? Good push. I agree with that statement.
That's alright. The troll moved to my channel is now commenting on my last video, so I just put him in his place, and I'm going to leave it there for everybody to see it. Have fun, folks.
We will. Speaking of that, we're going to go over, after this show is over, we're going to go over and watch Heather do her show called Ragin' Inc. If you have not subscribed to her, her YouTube channel is Tattooed Mistress, and the link is down below. So go over there and check her out. Yep, we talked about that, Matthew. That's my second favorite feud of all time. Is the Stone Cold Vince McMahon feud. God damn it! I'm fucking losing tonight, man.
And Buck, that's also a shot.
I'm up to fucking 10. Matthew can't drink. He's only 16, dude.
Hey, do what I did.
Could do a shot of milk.
Take a shot of soda.
There you go. Big ass teeth? Yeah, he's got big ass teeth, alright. That buck-toothed motherfucker. Another female feuds. Let's talk about female feuds. That's right up your alley there.
And the first
Heather.
one that comes to my mind, as it probably does for everybody within my generation, Trish and Lita.
Mine's gonna be modern day. Rosemary and Allie. i.e. Courtney Rush and Cherry Bomb. In Smash Wrestling, they have an ongoing feud. They're friends on TNA, but they are enemies on Smash Wrestling, which is a Canadian promotion. And they have been feuding for 2 years, and that storyline is still going to this day. And it's carrying weight. It's gotten both of them noticed. Like they're both of them are in the top 15 women's wrestlers right now. Those are the two women that I would love to see come to WWE. If done right. Let them carry their feud over into the WWE and let them do it. Which I know ain't going to happen, but...
That's the problem.
Yeah. No, I get it. It is the problem, and that sucks. I wish to God that the writers would step up to somebody step up to them and say, dude, come on.
We need to campaign to get JP on the creative team.
Right? Fuck yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it for free. I don't care.
Mine is different from y'all's. Mine is, well, like yours, modern day. Sasha versus Charlotte.
Yeah, that's a good feud. It's all right. Becky versus Charlotte is a better.
What pissed me off about that feud was, okay, now it's your turn to hold the title. Now it's my turn to hold the title. Now it's your turn again. No, now it's my turn. What the fuck is the point of the feud if you're just going to hand the title back and forth to each other?
If there wasn't a title on the line, I would agree with you, Bobbitt.
I didn't like that part, but hear me out.
Okay.
I grew up during the era of wrestling where women wrestling wasn't as good as it is now. Like, you know, I grew up during the Braun Penny matches, the Mickie James licking her fingers after, you know, the whole crotch thing at WrestleMania. Sasha versus Charlotte was the first time I've actually saw women's wrestling for what it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I can agree with you there. But I still think Becky Charlotte is the better feud, to be honest with you. The reason I say that is, well, I should say, well, Sasha Banks too, but I don't know. That's hard to pick and choose. I kind of watched a promo thing that Becky did on YouTube today when her and Charlotte at Royal Rumble in 2016, or was it 2017, where Charlotte had beaten Becky 3 times.
I think that was 16.
Yeah, 16.
Okay. I mean, yes, Becky lost again, but if you want somebody that is a good promo cutter, Becky is your answer. Her, Paige, and I can't think of her name anymore. But her and Becky, Paige and Becky, are 2 of the best promo cutters in the WWE on the women's side right now. Bayley sucks. I don't think she knows. I think her voice cracks every time she talks. Charlotte's getting a little better, but she still sounds like a robot. Alexa Bliss, she's just stale. She says the same fucking thing every fucking time, and it's annoying. Tamina, they should never let her talk. Naomi's not too bad. She just needs to get a little better. So there's really them two right there are the two best promo cutters on the women's division.
No Reign, they did not do a Sable versus China match. However, they did have a China versus Lita match.
Yeah. For the title, I think. Didn't that when China won the title? I thought it was.
That was... There's supposed to be some sort of major tag battle within the Divas division. And China sat there and was just like, well, if you're going to be my partner, I have to see if you're even capable of being in the ring. So if you can keep up with me, then you can be my partner.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong, Charlotte's very talented in the ring. If she's probably one of the most, she's probably number 2 when it comes to having talent in the ring. But her reason I don't put her up there is because of her promo skills. Like I said, if you're going to be a champion in the WWE, you need to be able to cut a promo. Got to be able to cut a promo. It doesn't have to be great all the time. It just has to be good. You got to be able to work in the ring, and you got to be able to carry a match. If you can't do those 3 things, you can be a champion. You should be a champion. That's my belief.
They're good beliefs, however, with rushing talent through your boot camp, it's not going to work.
No, you're right. That's why WWE's having issues right now. What's going on, Broken Cody? I want to thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Get me to 200 subs and I'll get a tattoo. That's the rule.
Has to be in a certain month, doesn't it?
It has to be at the end of this month. Next month, I mean. Next month. If I get to 200 subs by the end of this month, end of next month, I will get a tattoo. And Heather gets to pick it out.
That's another shot, Matthew.
AJ Styles he's consistent. He's not great. He's not good. He's consistent. I can deal with consistent.
Yeah.
I can deal with consistent. You don't have to be perfect in everything you do. You better be able to do at least a wrestle. That's number 1.
The 2 main priorities of the WWE: cut a promo and wrestle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't say wrestle the WWE.
I just did.
So,
Yeah, but they don't want
Hey, Buck, that's another shot.
they don't want
that's a
people
shot.
to say wrestling.
Oh God, Trexter.
Scott Steiner versus the script. That is pretty funny. That guy, you want to talk about no talent. Promo guy. That guy sucked.
And actually, Trexter, the whole problem with him was he was not on a script. He ad-libbed off of everybody else, and Chris Jericho gave him pure gold with calling him King Arthur because of the chainmail on his head. And then Steiner just completely fucked it up.
It's because he doesn't know what he's doing. He only knows how to wrestle. If you don't know how to cut a promo, you had better get a mouthpiece that can do it for you. Like a Paul Heyman or a... Who's another good manager?
Bobby the Brain.
Enzo Amore would make a great manager. I don't want him fucking wrestling. Guy sucks. His finisher is the same thing as... what's her name? Gail Kim.
And Matthew, you may be 16, but you're still doing shots because you're constantly saying fuckface's name. So sitting there going, oh,
Sure.
it's illegal, it's illegal. I ain't gonna work here, brother.
I'm not telling you to drink shots, brother. I'm not telling you to drink alcohol.
It's called soda, water, or milk. Pick your poison, bitch. Let's go.
Heather, take over the show. Bobbitt, take over the show. I gotta go grab my food. I haven't eaten yet. I'll be back in a minute.
You got it.
Yes, Cody. Jimmy Hart was another good manager. We also had. As much as so many people hate him, you got the Jim Cornette. Your thoughts on that one, Bobbitt?
And you can't forget Paul Ellery, the manager from the Road Warriors.
Absolutely. What about Smojo? Yes, Smojo is very good at promo. Sorry, I didn't see the comment earlier in the chat there, Broken Cody. He is very good at promos, however, he is lacking slightly in cadence. He has the skill to put the words together, but if he had, as Rain said in the chat, Paul Heyman's cadence to his speech, he would be gold. And Matthew, you can keep trying, and even though I'm drinking, you're not going to get me to say fuckface's name. So with
They
that,
just want to eat drunk together.
oh, people, don't worry, I will be drunk. I don't need to say fuckface or cuntrag's actual names to get there. As I told Drew, I have a BFG full of fucking Chocovine, which is wine. Fireball, Buck. Go with Fireball. The answer is always Fireball. And since I know you're at home, safe in your dorm room doing this, I'm okay with it.
And you're not on camera. So I don't care what you do.
And for those of you out there who don't know, confused BFG, it's not Big Fucking Gun, no, it's Big Fucking Glass. My coworker loved me this Christmas because she got me a huge wine glass. You'll see it on the show later, don't worry. Again, Matthew, it doesn't have to be alcohol. Go grab a cup of milk. Go grab some water. I know you got running water in your house. Don't play that game. You're just trying to push out.
Wait, Matthew, do you live in Flint, Michigan? If so, I wouldn't drink the water there.
Oh, I thought he lived in like Virginia or something.
And Broken Matthew, you have a faucet, don't you? You have sinks that have running water? If you fucking say no. If you say no to I don't have water, I'm going to call you a fucking pussy on air. On your own show.
No Dinwiddie Bobbitt.
You just said no.
You guys are funny.
Okay, hashtag Broken Matthew is a pussy. He can't even do a shot of water.
Well, I'll hold you to it.
Because the more you say it, it's going to add up. Keep adding up. And once you hit your 21st birthday, which trust me, I will remember. You are doing every single one of those shots on your 21st birthday.
True story. I owe shots already. I owe 10. Who wants to hear a commercial?
Stopping by to show some love, JP. Stopping by to show some love, JP. Love you guys. Sorry, been Mia for a while. Been training hard. You guys. Sorry, been Mia for a while. Been training hard.
That would be you.
No, that wasn't me, I swear.
Thanks, Gorilla Strong. Appreciate it. It's awesome. Thanks for the $1, brother. So donations work.
Oh, sweet.
All right, let's hear a commercial. Why can't I? What'd you do?
I didn't do shit. You gotta take your dick out of the computer.
Easy. You want my dick in the computer.
I want your dick in me.
So, well, I know that. Never mind. So, because I can't pull up the chat. No.
In Skype? But you gotta go back to our personal conversation, because this is now the group conversation with Bobbitt.
Great.
You'll learn computers eventually.
I am good with computers.
Not tonight, you're not.
No. Yep.
It would be awesome to see him. MVP. Yes, the drinks are starting. Tweeted he is going to be at Raw 25th anniversary. I'm gonna be honest.
Who's that? Sorry.
Valuable player.
Yep. I like to be. He's not good he used to be. He's not.
Yeah, MVP was one of the wrestlers, like during the Ruthless Aggression era. I love that guy.
Preparation.
It was a shame that he was gone from the company.
Authorize.net helps businesses like yours with tools that allow you to.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away,
Everybody
slapping
hear
your
it?
troubles away, slapping your troubles away. It's gonna be slapping your troubles. Slap.
They hear it on the stream.
You're gonna love
though,
my
so
nuts.
it's okay.
One slap, you're gonna love my nuts. Two slaps, you're gonna love my nuts. Add a mushroom, you're gonna love my nuts. The more you do it, you're gonna love my nuts. Hate my nuts. Watch my nuts. Slap my nuts. I love my nuts. Watch his pickle my nuts. Cover my nuts. Finger my nuts. Kids, you're gonna love my nuts. The reason you're gonna slap my nuts is because it's so easy to clean my nuts.
Plug your headset back in. It's making it echo.
Nuts. We're gonna make America love my nuts. One slap at a time.
It's fucking sick. I give up my kids for this.
Kill your wife or girlfriend, toss them in the lake, good to go. It's easy, I only got one hand and karate chop.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have. I guess we're not gonna have commercials tonight. If you guys can't hear it.
We can't hear it
I'm
on
sorry.
Skype. They can hear it through the stream. It's fine.
Oh, they can?
That's what I was
well,
saying.
Sorry, honey. Damn. Yeah. Happy tonight. Just kidding. I know she's not mad.
I'm just trying to help you, baby.
I know. You're good.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away, slapping your troubles away, slapping your troubles away. You're gonna be slapping your trouble with a slap.
Yes, and G, we all know
Love my
his
nuts.
name is
One slap,
Montel
you're gonna love my
Vontavious
nuts. Two
Porter.
slaps, you're gonna love my nuts. Add a mushroom, you're gonna love my nuts. The more you do it, you're gonna love my nuts. Hate my nuts. Watch my nuts. Slap my nuts. I love my nuts. Watch his pickle my nuts. Cover my nuts. Finger my nuts. Kids, you're gonna love my nuts. The reason you're gonna slap my nuts is because it's so easy to clean my nuts. One.
Weird.
Two nuts. We're gonna make America love my nuts. One slap at a time.
It's fucking sick. I give up my kids for this.
kill your wife or girlfriend, toss them in the lake, good to go. It's easy, I only got one hand and karate chop. Yeah!
Just bang my nuts.
Call now. Within the next 20 minutes, because you know we can't do this all day.
You're gonna get the Grady absolutely free. So that's 2 nuts for $19.95.
The slap chop
With my nuts.
Here's how to order.
Welcome back. All right. Oh, where were we? Where did we leave off at?
Oh dear God, Trickster.
What, no.
He put in the chat, Vince from ShamWow is gonna do a product that stops the hooker from biting your tongue next.
Nice.
No, Steven, because he's not talking about the owner of the WWE, Fuckface. He's talking about Vince Russo from the ShamWow commercials. Good boy, Rain.
Oh, that's a shot.
Yeah, that's why he put it at the end. Wanted a shot.
Oh. Her name is Cum Dumpster.
Yep. See, at least some of you are remembering. I'm not even going to ask Stephen German. That's something between the two of you.
Huh?
Like I said, I'm not even going to ask. So, Bobbitt, any other feuds you can think of?
I got one. My ball's your chin.
Yeah.
Greatest one of them all. Sting versus the NWO.
Sting versus Hogan, that was a good feud. And then they ruined it.
It was WCW.
Well, it was Vince Russo that ruined it.
Sure.
Ooh, that would be an interesting one, actually.
What?
New Day versus the Club.
Didn't they have a feud?
Not a full-fledged one. And that was with AJ Styles, not Finn Balor.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Buck Wild. Him snoring versus Drew snoring.
I'm gonna have to go with Drew on this one. He did a little better.
Not to mention he faked us out with that little yeah.
That is true. He had. I thought he was waking up. No, not so much.
Has anybody said Matt Hardy versus Edge?
Technically, yes.
I don't say that feud because that should have never happened. They should have never brought that into the WWE. That hit a sore spot with me. I get the whole what happened, but I hate to say this, Buck, but I think Stone Cold can beat you in a drinking contest. Just
Absolutely.
saying. That motherfucker can literally drink. I am not shitting you.
That was just a waste of time, Stephen German.
SmackDown Live versus Raw? You're getting it now, and it sucks. How can that be a good feud? And it's not even a real damn feud, dude. It happens once a year at Survivor Series, which don't make any sense.
Yeah, I am. I was just going to say you're welcome, Matthew. Now, question: do you have school tomorrow?
He does.
I am very sorry, Brooke and Matthew's parents.
I'm not. New Japan Pro Wrestling versus WWE, there's no feud.
Oh.
There will never be a feud. I'm sorry, anybody, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but that's not going to happen. New Japan can't compete with the WWE. It's called the language barrier.
Even with the language barrier, New Japan Wrestling is better.
Well, yes, it is, but they wouldn't be able to compete. On the wrestling side, oh, you're right. If it was just wrestling versus wrestling, I'd be watching New Japan. Bar none. I wouldn't be paying attention to WWE. But because of the language barrier with the WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling, it's just, there's no way. I want to say yes, but I can't see it because of the language barrier. At least here in the United States.
I think it could work.
It'd take a lot of coordination.
A lot of coordination, yes. However, not even that. It's just have English subtitles, and for those in the audience, well, they don't really care about what's being said anymore. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Here, let me explain. I'm gonna explain myself with this whole New Japan thing. I love New Japan. I'm not taking anything away from New Japan. I think their wrestling is top notch, grade A. It's better than the WWE can put out at all, ever. Some of their top stars in New Japan Pro Wrestling cannot speak English. Okada has difficulty speaking English. Naito, Ibushi, Tanahashi, they don't speak English.
Mm-hmm.
They do not speak English. So it is hard for them to come over to the WWE and compete and actually get to the top because the WWE is all about cutting a promo.
And
yes, they still need to know how to
and
wrestle.
I'm going to destroy you with just two names.
Go ahead.
Nakamura and Asuka.
All right, okay, so here's the thing with that. If they're going to make it work, they're going to have to make them a faction. Okay? And they're going to have a mouthpiece. They're going to have to. Because you fucking cunt.
Who?
The dog. Here, I'll show you. You guys can't see it, but
Hold on. I see your comment, Broken Cody, and I will get to it in just a sec.
well, look, what are you walking away for? Look at this motherfucker. Can you see him? You're gonna be stalking my fucking food.
Well, you put it where he
Fucker,
could reach it.
You're right, but it's funny. Fucker's eating my food. It's alright, I was done eating anyway. But back to the Asuka, they're gonna have to do like a faction type deal thing. In order for it to work, and give them a mouthpiece. That's what they're gonna have to do.
And you're acting like it's never been done before.
No. I'm not saying it hasn't. So it could work, but that's what they would have to do. And who are they going to get to do it, though? I mean, they could get Paul Heyman, but I don't know if he'd do it.
Oh, he definitely would. To be connected with two great names like that? Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll see. If they can do something like that, though, I could see it. Then I could say yes. Then I would say yes. New Japan could compete with WWE.
And Broken Cody put in the chat, his favorite feud was Triple H and Randy Orton. Now, I want some clarification with this. Was this the downfall of Evolution feud? or the feud between the two of them after trying to break up the Shield. Because if it was the downfall of Evolution, then fucking...
If it was
that was an insane feud in many ways. That was the old bringing in the new, because Triple H eventually lost to Randy Orton.
Yep.
Yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, that was the downfall of Evolution. The continued on downfall of Evolution, I should say.
Right. Yep. Jericho versus Owens, it was okay. It wasn't great. But it was decent. I'm not gonna... Anything the WWE really has done hasn't been that great. Since 2015, to be honest with you.
Yes, true.
There've been a couple of things. There's been a couple of things, but nothing great.
Yes, true. I remember that also. He said in the chat. There's also the feud they had when Orton handcuffed Triple H and Steph to the ropes while he punted Fuckface.
Yes. That was... Wasn't that... When was that? You done, Bobbitt?
Uh-huh.
Okay. But yeah, you alright over there?
Yeah.
No, not you.
Oh.
You should know what he just did.
Bobbitt! You motherfucker! Bobbitt just shit his pants. Sick bastard.
Oh dear Lord, Buckwa.
There you have it. There you have it. A first in my show. Bobbitt poops himself. And he's got this shit-eating grin on his fucking face. Cocksucker. NXT feuds? We can talk about it. Let's talk about NXT feuds. You want to talk about NXT feuds? We can talk about NXT feuds.
Of course, the first one that comes to mind is Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black.
That's a very recent one. Yes. Get that French fry. Eats fucking French. That dog will eat anything. One coming up. It's going to be Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. That's going to be a good feud.
Oh, the Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre feud.
The Bobby Roode Shinsuke Nakamura feud. The Shinsuke Nakamura Samoa Joe feud. You see where I'm going with this, people? Shinsuke Nakamura. Here's the thing that's so frustrating with the WWE. Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's talk about him for a minute. They are missing an AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Do you want to know what that feud was like in New Japan? Do you want New Japan to succeed here in America? Let Shinsuke Nakamura just beat the shit out of people. Does not have to say a word. Comes in with his strong style and just destroys everybody. That is how you build Shinsuke Nakamura, and they ruined it by beating him with fucking Gorilla Boy Jinder Mahal. So how are you going to be able to build Shinsuke Nakamura? And here again, we're how far away from the Royal Rumble? We're 2 weeks away, right? Mm-hmm. There's no feuds been built. None.
They have not had feuds in the last 2 years.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. They remember back when the Royal Rumble was big? It was like, it's one of my favorite pay-per-views. They always had some sort of feud involved in the Royal Rumble. There was always something. Somebody was always feuding with somebody. And they don't do that anymore. It's really frustrating. That's where I'm going with that.
There's one problem with that little feud there, Broken Cody.
That's not a real feud. That isn't what we're talking about.
Oh, damn, Buck Wild. Melina versus Batista's dick.
I don't know why. That's just not right.
Well, it did happen.
I am not saying it didn't.
My favorite two NXT feuds would have to be Nakamura, Zayn, and Bayley versus Sasha.
Oh, speaking of Zayn. Speaking of Zayn, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yep. I think they're going to build that feud again.
They're starting to. They're starting to build back to it. And it's just like, really, do you have to always rehash everything from NXT?
Right. Well, WWE can't do anything else. Main roster can't.
No, Trexter, it was Melina trying to protect, I think it was John Morrison that Batista was going to be fighting that night. So she figured, if you give him a little quickie, he will be too tired. Kind of backfired. Considering at the time John Morrison was a stick figure compared to Batista.
Right. Nakamura Sami, that's what got me into NXT. I watched that match at TakeOver. Saying it, what do you think it was? I don't remember. I could be wrong. That was a good match. That was a good feud. Match. Because that was Nakamura's first match in NXT. But that really wasn't a feud. That was more or less just his first match in NXT. But them two, I think they would have a great feud.
That feud, Ember Moon versus Asuka. There was so much they could have done with that.
So much more. Yes. It's okay though. It's okay though because they're going to get it again. We're going to get it again in the main roster, which is okay because that feud they only had 2 matches, and she was out for how long? Ember Moon ended up getting hurt, so she was out for a few months. So she wasn't there. And they built her back up. So that feud will be coming. I'm sure of it. Peyton Royce and Asuka. That'd be a good feud I'd like to see in the future. Peyton Royce and Alexa Bliss would be a good feud. If Alexa Bliss could talk. And not say the same thing over and over again.
If Alexa Bliss could do more than just hide behind the ropes and scream, "No, get her back, I'm not ready yet." That would be something worth to watch.
If Bayley was built right, yes, I would say that'd be a good feud, but they've missed an opportunity there too.
Yes.
On the main roster. This is the problem with they miss so many opportunities because with the women they only develop or push one at a time and then they just throw somebody at the person that they're pushing and then the match is over. I mean, the feud is over. So there's really they're not building any feuds in the women's division.
Steven,
they're trying to. Go ahead.
Stephen German, I'm going to answer that question right now for you. No, she cannot. And it's more because of Creative's fault. She has all the fucking talent in the world. And she proved it on NXT. In NXT, I'm sorry. But in NXT, she was a fucking cheerleader. She was little Miss Sparklebutt. And then all of a sudden, just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, turn her around into this little punk rock chick. Because that suited her character evolution. It's just like...
Hey, Bobbitt.
Yo.
Really? Celebrity versus drugs is still a thing? What?
Hey, that's one of the greatest feuds ever.
It is true. This is true. Balor and KO in NXT was pretty good. Yeah,
Balor
it
and
was.
Joe was so much better, though.
Yes. See who else. That's really about all I can think of with feuds in NXT. What I would like to see, we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble next week. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen, or what I think is going to happen, what I would like to happen, and what I would like to happen if. So I'll go over that. And we'll talk about past Royal Rumble matches and stuff like that. Doesn't always have to just be the Royal Rumble. It can be a match within the Royal Rumble, which means I'll have to go back and watch a few of the Royal Rumbles.
Same here.
But, like, I'll give you a sneak peek. Like I said, my favorite Royal Rumble is the one Stone Cold won first. The first one he won. Another one of my favorite Royal Rumbles is the one where Shawn Michaels came out first and won.
That was going to be mine.
That's right up there with it. That's where Shawn Michaels took off and became the person that he was in the WWE. Because the plan was to push him from the beginning, but he just wasn't ready yet. And then he let it get to his head, and the rest is history from there. If Dolph Ziggler wins the Royal Rumble, I'm going to riot. Dolph Ziggler needs to go away from WWE.
And D. Wells, you put Billie Kay as talented enough to go against Charlotte Flair?
No.
If anything, put Billie Kay against Becky Lynch and Peyton Royce against Charlotte Flair.
I agree with that.
And Dala, we're doing the Royal Rumble next week, so you'll have to tune in next week.
I will talk about the Royal Rumble next week.
Yeah, I'll give my answers next week for my favorite one.
Yep. Well, that's what we're going to do. And Drew should be back next week, I think. Correct?
As far as I know, yes.
Drew's not here because he had a family, not emergency. He had a family function that he needed to attend. So I gave him the week off because I'm a nice, a nice person. Just kidding, man. I hope everything's going okay, and we'll see you when you get back.
That's why his wife is sub-hosting.
She is. So.
Alright, we're gonna have a
But
bottle.
other than that, I had two in the fridge and I didn't know it. I got more, and I got cans in the fridge.
I was gonna say, I'm used to seeing you drinking out of a can.
I got big cans today. I got
the tall boys, huh?
They're like taller. They're taller than this.
Oh boy. JP's gonna be fucked up before the end of the night, folks. Guaranteed.
That's fucking done.
Better fall asleep on
Speaking
Skype.
of that, I'm not gonna fall asleep on. Well, I will fall asleep on Skype. I always do.
Tell me about it.
What is that supposed to mean? I'll be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go grab my doctor. I'll be right back.
And why did school get canceled, Matthew? Sir Cardinal, welcome to the chat.
Hey.
Since you're new here, we're talking about feuds, past and present. What is your favorite one, Sir Cardinal?
I thought the Owen Hart versus Ring Post feud was the best one because the Ring Post still undefeated. 1-0, baby. That or Benoit versus the Bowflex. They're still both undefeated.
Hey, you guys want to hear something funny?
Okay.
I just realized something. My brother, his first name is Jarrett. His middle name is Daniel. JD from Wisconsin, 608.
Ooh, Rock versus Austin. Okay, that's good. It doesn't have to. It
That's a
doesn't
good
have
feud.
to only be the WWE, because I know you watch others as well, Cardinal.
You know what Bobbitt's favorite feud is there, Cardinal? My balls. His chin. Is his favorite feud.
No, my favorite feud is Chris Benoit versus the Bowflex. Undefeated.
Don't come on, no, why you gotta go there?
Because
You
it's me.
asshole. You're a dick. You cunt. Alright. I'm gonna do a couple of shots. And then we're gonna call her a day because Heather has to get ready for her show. Here's one. I'll do. How many should I do? How many times did I say his name today? 3?
3, yes.
Yeah.
If you donate $5, there's a surprise. Just saying, people. It might be. You might get a surprise too. Just saying. Just saying.
Gala, we told you. We will talk about the Royal Rumble next week, not tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk. I promise. We'll talk about the Royal Rumble next week. Heather will have to remind me because I'll forget. Here you go. Here's number 2.
And thank
I'll
you,
even
Broken
make
Cody. Thank you, Broken Cody, for subscribing to my channel.
Attaboy.
You'll see a brand new thumbnail next week. I'm gonna make it awesome looking.
Oh, you're gonna do me another. You're gonna do another one for me?
Yes, yes, this is Rumble Talk. Yeah.
Okay.
If I wasn't with Heather, I'd fuck you right now.
Nice to know.
Just throwing that out there, big shooter. All right, I'm back down to 7 shots. I am fucking feeling it already. God damn it. All right. I had a $5 footlong today for lunch from Subway. Steak and cheese. Don't ever get them.
They're not very good. There's like no flavor.
Fucking fuck ass fucking nasty. It tasted like fucking cardboard. You're gonna shave? I shaved today. Heather didn't even notice.
It's the first time I'm seeing you today.
I know. I just shaved though. I was growing a beard out. You just had Subway. What'd you have, S. I had the rotisserie chicken. Yeah. I don't mind that. It's not too bad.
I stick with the cold cuts. It's the best bet.
It smelled like fuckface. No, the steak smells better than fuckface does. Well, speaking of that, I should have grabbed the other beer while I was back there. Can you see I'm slurring my words already?
Oh, just wait until I finish this glass and then pour in the last of my chocolate bean. That's right, it's almost empty, people. There's just 3 glasses.
Oh, no! That's another 2 shots. Oh, shit! 3. Fuck. You're up to... I don't even know how many he's up to. How many is he up to tonight? He just doesn't care tonight.
No, he just wants to drink. That's what it is.
Oh.
And by the way...
Hey, Steven! Hey, Steven! I got it, man. I can read. Just throwing
And
that
by the way,
out there.
Cody, Mr. Kennedy is in TNA under the name Mr. Anderson.
He's back again?
In TNA, yes.
Is he really? I liked... he's from Wisconsin.
Yes, I do.
Green Bay, Wisconsin! Yeah.
Mr. Kennedy!
I can do
I know
that.
you can.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it now, though. I can also holler cunt real well, too.
That you can.
As you all found out from the video on Tuesday night, I can too!
Yeah. You want to hear it? Because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. All right. Give me a second.
Time's up.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Is there an echo? Is there an echo?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Heather. Heather.
What?
Is there an echo? Is there an echo?
Not on Skype.
Okay. So then you guys. So then you guys can they hear me? Can they hear me in the?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you go. So here you go. This is probably a prelude to the show tonight for Heather. For Heather. Did you put it in? Which one? Which one?
It's in the DM with you, me, and Drew, and Bobbitt.
Okay, so it's the Bobbitt plus 2, right? Bobbitt plus 2, right?
I don't know what shows up on yours.
Is it in the same one that they got? In the same one that they got Ruby in? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Because you sent it yesterday, didn't you? You sent it yesterday, didn't you?
And do you realize how much we've spoken since then?
I mean,
Oh, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Fuck, that is so many shots, it's not even hilarious.
Are you sure that's not it? Are you sure that's not it? Has to be. Just give me a second, I'll find it. Just give me a second, I'll play it, and then I'll play it, and then we'll say good night to all of you. But stay on here. I'm gonna play the Dickens Cider. I'm gonna play the Dickens Cider. Everybody seems to like that. Because everybody seems to like that commercial. It's like the most popular commercial. It's like the most popular commercial that I have. That I have.
Now there's echoes.
Is there echo? Is there echo? I shut everything off. I shut everything off.
Who wants a live cut from Bobbitt while he's trying to figure everything out?
Here you go. Here you go.
How you doing, Foulmouth now? How you doing, Foulmouth now? Or I just got one word. I just got one word for Toadpenny and her trolls that keep coming to my channel, asking how my mom is doing. Asking how my mom is doing. Cut!
Wow, that really echoed. No, like in person. I didn't realize it echoed that much.
So there you go. I'm gonna play. So it's not echoing. So it's not echoing. You said
it is echoing, but
is it really bad? Is it really bad?
Not really, but it's a delayed.
I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. Not it. Let's open up the DM here. I'm gonna go to my DM because they send myself commercial. That way I know I get them. That one. What the absolute fuck? I will leave you guys with this commercial. Getting annoyed. You and there it is. Alright. Alright, here's everybody's favorite commercial.
Hi guys, it's Gerald Portion here. You know, a native beverage company has been producing some of the best wines we have grown to love, including Chardonnays and Chardonnays and Frederick von Dickens has now introduced a brand new cider that's been around for years. It's gradually making the global market. And it started right here on the Gold Coast. Dickens is slowly winning the taste buds of millions of cider drinkers from right around the world. And after sampling just one glance. I knew the ciders had been around for a while, but I just couldn't wait. But I just couldn't wait to try it. Dig inside. When she arrived home from work, I told her the clothes arrived, and before she knew it, I surprised her with a Dick Insider. I'm sure that there are many men out there that may be suffering from a debilitating migraine, that could really benefit from a Dick Insider. So I'm urging all men to turn to their women and ask when was the last time they had a Dick Insider. I can't begin my day until I've had a Dick Insider. There's nothing better than waking up to good old Dick Insider.
My girlfriend loves Dick Insider. My sister came to stay with us for months, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dick Insider. My girlfriend loves a Dick Insider.
My mom loves a Dick Insider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dick Insider.
I'm a bit young, but I love Dick Insider.
So there you have it for over 150 years. Dickens has developed a beverage that brings women to their knees. For the sake of the economy, get a Dick Insider.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank my significant other filling in for Drew. Oh, can you hear me? Oh,
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you could hear me. I didn't know. I want to thank Heather for Drew. I hope everything's going okay with you, brother. I know it's okay with you, brother. I know it's rough. It's okay. He was rough. It's okay. Y'all should know what's going on. I'm not gonna. It's not my place to say. So I'm not my place to say. So I'm not gonna say anything. I want to thank Foulmouth Bobbitt. Even though he was late. Don't be late again. I love you, brother. I'm just giving you shit. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. Again. Follow me. On Twitter. On JPBaker91. JPBaker91. Twitter.com. You know what to do. Follow me on Facebook. Just type in Jeremy.Baker. Jeremy.Baker1460. I'm on there. Email me at Jeremy.Baker.1972 and you can follow me on Facebook where it is now https www.youtube.com/JPBaker91. So just follow me there, and we'll go from there. I don't know if I'm gonna let Heather plug her stuff, and then I'm gonna let Bobbitt plug his stuff. So Heather, I know you got a show here in 10 minutes. So,
I do indeed, and tonight we're going to be picking apart my new employee handbook, page by fucking ridiculous page. And of course, there's always the usual rants of piss off customers and just shitty coworkers. So there's the plug for my show tonight at 9 o'clock over on the Tattooed Mistress. Bobbitt, you are up.
Catch me on the Foulmouth Bobbitt channel, where I'll be uploading my 100 videos shortly. Thanks to everybody who subbed. Thank you, Brooke Cody, who subbed today. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. Just a little something to keep in mind.
And there you have it.
It's a good thing I knew you were going to do that.
Sorry. Also, I want you to follow my other co-host. His name is Gatekeeper Drew. You can follow him at Gatekeeper5150. And we will see you next week. We will talk about wrestling memories. You guys call into the show. Don't be scared. I'm not that bad of a guy. All you have to do is call into the show. Just tell us what you remember from past WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. I might give you a little insight into what I plan on doing for that. Also, speaking on that, I will give. There is no matches that I know of except for 2 or 3. I will be doing a prediction show on Sunday before Heather, Gina, and Valina will be doing the Royal Rumble live reaction and that will be on your show.
Yes, it will.
Okay. Other than that, and we'll keep you updated. We'll shout that out big time. We'll shout that out big time for sure. Next week for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you all are too. I'm sure you all are too. I'm excited to hear women's insight on what they think of wrestling. You know, you guys get it from me. You guys get it from me every week. I have Heather on here. Gina's been on here. Gina's been on here. I love a woman's insight into what they see and what they think. So I'm an equal opportunist. And that didn't come out. Equal opportunist. There you go. So I will be looking forward to talking to you guys next week. I might be doing something tomorrow night. I don't know yet. I might just do a chat. We're just gonna sit around and fuck the shit. Get fucked up drunk. We're just gonna have some fun. We might do a Droober, if that's okay with Drew. Wants to, he doesn't have to. He's down in Florida. Won't be able to do it. So we'll just sit on here and wait for somebody to pass out. And we'll record your ass. So
he's going to be on vacation at that point, I think, so he should be able to.
Right. No, I'm just saying. Right. I don't know if his wife will let him.
His wife may take part in it. She seemed pretty cool when she was in my chat. So
okay, well, you never know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on. But we'll follow up with that. We'll just talk tomorrow. We'll just talk tomorrow and Saturday. If I feel like it. It just depends on what I have planned. Other than that, guys, I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm sure that everybody that was on the show with me loves you as well. We will talk to you guys. Heather's show, which is going to be taking place here in a few minutes. So hop over into the chat over there now. You're set up, right? You're set up.
not yet. I'll be in a couple of seconds. I'll be set up. It's not a worry.
Okay. Well, just let me know. Your YouTube isn't set up yet.
Not yet. It will be shortly.
Okay. Whatever. So I'm gonna be.
Oh, considering I got home and had you instantly. Can I call you? Whoa.
That's a lie. Good. But yeah. But we're gonna pop over there. Everybody go over there and watch your show. Everybody that was here, go over there and watch your show because that's what I'm gonna do. And it'll be a good time. You guys have a great night. And I will talk to you later. I love you guys. Have a good